Hello, Borough fans. A.J.T here with FOXY.
Hello, Borough fans.
FOXY, I don't know what we're doing here, mate.
Well, I think apparently we are going to have a discussion about something, but I don't know what we're discussing. We don't know what it is. So, Rob?
Right, lads. Topic this week, for your first week, is going to be Tony Pulis and his tactics.
Well, obviously, I'm happy about that, aren't I? I love Tony Pulis.
You go first, then. I'll be quiet.
As I've said before, Tony Pulis is a G.
Is a
G.
Genius.
Yes. If you, well, that's up to you if you want to call him a genius.
Well, what's G stand for?
Gangster, innit? Right. White shoes, cap on the touchline, tracksuit on.
Always popping a cap in somebody's arse at the sideline, isn't he?
I am Tony Pulis. That's what he's very
right, fine. So what?
I'm not him. I'm just saying that's what
all right, so Tony Pulis, who plays 4-4 cap in your arse. Is that what we're saying?
That's what we're saying.
Gangster G.
Gangster G.
I've seen him wear his baseball cap backwards a couple of times as well.
There we go.
That endorses everything you've just said. Valid point. Right, so what we're talking about. Pulis, there's no such thing as a tactician for me. He's not unless you go back to probably pre-football days when no one even heard of football or tactics, then he was probably a tactician. But
I'm just letting you speak, I'm not going to interrupt.
So let's talk seriously then. So,
yeah, no, all right. All right, we're going to start talking.
No, we are, because you know me otherwise, right? So, Pulis tactics, you were going to lead, you tell me what you think is, you tell me what
I think Tony Pulis
where we are.
I think he's a fantastic manager.
I hate it when you use that word, fantastic.
And I think he's an absolutely amazing manager.
Okay, right, so straight away we need to backtrack here.
No, we don't need to backtrack, mate.
Please stay tuned in here, because this is going to be hard. I understand if everyone's...
It's going to be fun for me, because I had to tell you how good he is.
Right, so we're saying he's an amazing manager.
I think he's a good manager, come on.
Where do you rate Alex Ferguson?
Oh, mate, come on, man. He's one of the world's best, if not the world's best.
So I'll get a gauge.
Alex Ferguson's unbelievable, mate.
So
no, I'm sorry.
unbelievable's top echelon.
For me, personally, there's a few there I've played for. Brian Clough, he was a fantastic manager. Right, Alex Ferguson, fantastic manager.
Pulis isn't in that same category, though.
Tony Pulis now manages the team in the Championship, right? But that's not to say that he's a bad manager, is it? Because he's gone to the Championship.
Right, I don't think he's a bad...
He's been up there. He's been in the Premier League managing teams. He's also got them Premier League safety. He's also got them promoted.
No, he's got one team promoted. Carry on.
And he got the Premier League safety.
And what did he do with him?
What do you mean? What did he do?
He played some of the. He got him into like say 8th, 9th, 7th.
Right. Then what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? Nothing. For your first, whatever it is, for a couple of seasons. Yeah, but who cares? What's wrong with that?
He played some of the most boring football anyone's ever seen. No, the man. He tried to play. He put all he's kind of done is play, as he's proven at Borough. He's come in. He's got rid of anyone who's small and skillful, apart from Traore. And he's gone, you know what, I'll play with 4 centre-backs, I'll play as many big people as I can, I'll make Borough physical, which, to be honest with you, I ain't got no problem with the team being physical in this league. But when you're talking about tactics, let me talk to you about the tactics. So, Traore, for example, right? He's the man, isn't he? We'd agree on that. So we'd agree on that.
No, Traore is a good player, but there's other players in that team.
Who are?
What do you mean, who are?
Name me another player.
Do you not watch the Borough?
Tell me another player.
There's other players that have got things in the locker.
Right, tell me another player.
I like the likes of Bessie.
Hang on.
He's a physical player, loves to get him the ball.
Tell me another player who's done what he's done. If you took Traore out the team... Hang on. If you take Traore out the team, right? Who's going to then take up and do what he's done?
He's got 12 goals this season.
But is he playing him?
Who's got 12 goals this season? Yeah, he's playing him.
He's not. He's Patrick
Bamford's got 12 goals.
But so's the Sombalonga.
Nice one.
What's your point?
Oh, what's your point?
My point is...
You asked me...
Hang on. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. We had Patrick Bamford in our team with Monk and he didn't do nothing, right? He's played Patrick Bamford down the middle.
What did Traore done then he won?
Nothing. But
here we go. There we go then, innit?
Hang on. We're going to open the can of worms in. This is my point. Just hang on. I'm going to backtrack and show you why.
Okay.
So he's a master tactician. He's whatever. He's a fantastic manager, right? He stumbled across Traore, right? Bamford, he didn't want to play down the middle, but he didn't like that person there, and that person there was his favourite man. So he's had to play him there, right? So they ain't tactics. The only tactic that guy's
I said it was a tactic.
You said he's a master tactician, right?
And not about Bamford, I didn't.
No, but we're talking about the team. If he's a tactician, then obviously he's got things going down.
Yeah, but I ain't talking tactics when I talk about Bamford and Traore, are we?
Well, what we're talking in the players in the team.
We're talking about individual players.
Well, that's part of a tactic.
What?
That's part of a tactic.
No, you're on about players, individuals.
Individuals make the bigger piece, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, then, so the bigger piece being...
So there's got to be a tactic.
The bigger piece being what?
There isn't one exactly.
What do you mean?
I'll tell you what our tactics are. Shot and long throw, right? Traore, can he run as far as he can with the ball? And then what? Then where do we go? We don't go anywhere. So then I'll tell you why I'm saying that, because we've come up against teams recently who've got more in the locker than us, who can play football, who can hold on to the ball, who are a bit more intelligent, and we've been turned over.
Right.
And also on top of that, Here's one for you. Traore.
Barcelona got turned over by Roma.
No, we're not talking about
Messi. Yeah, but what's that say about Messi though?
We're not talking about that.
Come on, let's be real. Teams get turned over.
All right then. All right. So
teams get turned over.
What does that say about Messi and all the other games that have been lethal in? Exactly. So we can't use that null and void. We're talking.
So about the comeback this season for Borough. Like the Sheffield Wednesday way. Borough down and up, but Borough came back. Preston, Borough 2-1 down, same crack, Borough came back to win the game.
They're not comebacks of the season, though.
No, I'm not saying the comebacks of the season, but I'm saying Borough had to do something in that game.
So we're going off track, but Sheffield Wednesday was under Monk, right?
Right, fair play, but what was
Preston wasn't. No, but that's...
No,
but that doesn't really prove anything. I'm going to talk to you now about why Pulis isn't a tactician, right? Traore, anyone with half a brain now would be saying, outright, let me ask you this. How easy can you keep a secret in football? You can't, can you?
Right.
So the first week Traore plays out of his skin, everyone thinks, was that a fluke? Second week, third week he does it, your secret's gone, everybody knows about him, right? For me, there's been plenty of times this season what I've seen, I know you watch your games too, where we could have had men running over, we could have had people using space more when Traore takes 5 players over there. Pulis should be saying to Traore, as you've mentioned Messi, I'll pick up on that. Messi and Ronaldo, Messi and Ronaldo, best players in the world. Would we agree on that?
Yes.
Right. So we can't criticise them, can we?
No, of course we can't.
We can't, because what they do is when they know when to be a team player and when not to be. Now, I'm not saying before you all write in that Traore is Messi or Ronaldo. That's not what I'm saying.
No, of course not. No,
we're not saying that. What we're saying is it's all relative. And Traore is like our Messi, isn't he?
Right. Yeah.
So it's all relative, right? So there should be a point in that game where when he's taking 5 people over there, Pulis goes, you make a run, Shotton. You make a run, Bezic. Someone find that space that he's created. And Traore, you should now be smart and you should be giving that ball. Now,
Traore doesn't like passing.
Doesn't. Now, that's why we ain't got tactics.
That's why Borough's suffering, mate.
So what's happened is, we've got a guy who's come in. The one thing that he has done, I think we both agree on, is he's made a consistent 11. He's trimmed the squad down so that you know you're going to get a game. There's not too many players sat on the bench. So you get a consistent 11 and then you hope that you get consistent results, which is kind of what we've had, right? But we ain't had no performances in that. Now, that's the worrying thing. So somebody who's tactically aware would be using Traore a little bit smarter. Hang on, because I'll let you speak. We ain't about that, me and you.
Go on, then.
I'll let you speak. So Traore ain't being used that way. On top of that, what we're then getting is people like Bamford, who's been lethal, and Traore, who's been lethal, have never had the limelight in 3 years. They've never had this much kind of kudos. They now don't want to interact and give the ball to other people. They want to do everything on their own. They want to make it as hard as possible. They want to make it as easy as possible for them to be in the limelight a little bit. A manager should be saying to both of them, you need to be using the ball more cleverly. You need to be, not when you want to beat 5 men, Adama. You want to be finding your teammates. Patrick, you're not always going to shoot. You want to be looking at laying people off or playing in little balls, a bit like a Bonatini, which he isn't at Wolves. If he can't do something, he'll hold the ball up, he'll play someone in. But this comes back to my point. Pulis hasn't done this out of a tactic. He's stumbled across it. So he ain't got no tactics to go with what he stumbled across because he didn't have a plan to start with. He's come in, he's brought Jack Harrison in from New York Bulls or wherever it is, somewhere like that. New York City. Yeah. But got rid of Christie at the same time, right? Now, Harrison can't get fit. He doesn't want to play him every week to get fit, no matter how good of a player he is, by the way, because he is. He doesn't want to play him to get him fit, but yet he let Christie go as our second highest assists for 2 months after when he went, and didn't think, hang on a minute, maybe I could use this guy as a winger, especially later on in games. As we saw against Sheffield United, AJ, with Fabio, brings him on and plays him in a higher position. Now, Fabio played well second half, I think we both agree. At least he was having a go. He was trying to beat a man. So that's again another thing why he isn't smart for me, why he hasn't used what he's had in his squad, instead of just going, I tell you what.
It's not his squad, mate.
Well, all right.
It's not his squad.
So how long do you think it...
Listen, in the summer... Do
you think he needs to change how many players for that to be his squad, though?
In the summer, we're going to see a lot of changes.
Answer that question, though.
Yeah, I am, but I'm telling you my point. I've listened to what you've had to say.
How many changes?
Well, you know how many... Listen, if Borough go to the Premier League, I'm not saying we are, but I'm saying if we do, there's going to be a lot of changes because realistically enough, we went through a year.
But who are you going to change?
All right, but let me speak then, because I let you speak.
Well,
hang on a minute. Yeah, but listen.
I need to talk your points when you make them, that's all.
Hang on, mate, I'm not making a point, I'm just telling you.
Go on then.
You made a lot of points about yours, I made points about me.
I just want to know more. I'm interested
there we go again. Are we, mate? Please. Go on then. So I'm talking to you now about if we had 11 players now, I was starting 11, and you're saying who would you change? Well, let's go through. Randolph, would you keep him or would you sell him?
No.
What would you do?
I commit it's easy for you.
Keep what's that?
I'd get rid of every single player in that team, yeah, apart from a Sombalonga, a Adama Traore, and possibly. Oh, I'm struggling now. Possibly and a Bezic and a Hudson.
Please.
I'd get rid of everyone else.
Please. Tell me you're joking when you say.
What do you see, AJ?
A Sombalonga.
What's he done?
You were taken to the Premier League. You were taken to the Premier League.
As a squad player.
Eh?
As a squad player. Yeah.
Okay, fair play. Yeah, okay, as a squad player.
Because he comes off, he can
make your point. No, don't say Sombalonga to the Premier League.
Well, don't jump in then.
I never jumped in. I let you finish what you were saying, but you didn't say that.
We're having a conversation, so it's going to be points to you where you say something.
I'm saying, you're saying get rid of everyone and all this. And no, hold on a minute. Darren Randolph, right? He came from the Premier League, mate.
What does that matter though?
He was West Ham's number 1.
What does that matter though?
He's a West Ham. He's playing the Premier League.
So what you're saying now is because players have come from the Premier League, that gives him the right to play in the Championship.
No, hold on a minute.
He's been all right. He's been one of our better players.
No way. And people in the conversation agree.
I like Timmy. I like Timmy though.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Timmy's good, but you can't say you're almost.
He's been steady away, right?
Mate, no way.
He hasn't.
Darren Randolph's been unbelievable this season.
So Darren Randolph's
he's kept us in so many games.
And what does that tell you there? Then there you go.
What do you mean? What does that? No. Listen, right. If we're discussing one player now, with Darren Randolph.
I've told you what I keep.
Don't go and refer to other players.
This is you saying that I wouldn't keep Randolph.
Why?
Because I like Dimmy better, and I bring in someone else.
Dimmy's probably going to retire in a season.
I don't know. I'd have Dimmy as a squad keeper, and I bring.
I'm not saying squad keeper. I'm saying starting 11.
Pulis will bring in Foster. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, remember it will.
Well, I'll have Foster.
But Foster's better than Randolph.
Yeah.
That's what you're telling me.
In my opinion.
He's better than Randolph.
Yes.
Randolph's unbelievable goalkeeper, mate.
Again, using the word unbelievable.
Mate, this season he's been class. He's been. I'm not having it. Oh, mate, I can't believe what I mean.
You can't not have it.
I can't believe what I mean.
You've just said yourself there, Randolph's a Premiership keeper. What's Foster?
Look, we're West Brom in the league.
But hang on, we didn't mention that, did we?
No, but come on. But let's be real.
What leagues are you?
No, but if we're going to start some goalkeepers now.
Hang on then, so you're telling me...
Foster me. West Brom bottom of the league, and you want to box...
So you're blaming all that on Foster though?
It'd be Brad Guzan.
So you're blaming all that on Foster though?
I'm not blaming
These are stat feed then.
I'm not blaming on Foster.
Jack Butland and Pickford have conceded 50 goals each this season, right? But does that mean they're bad keepers or playing in front of bad defences, behind bad defences?
Well, maybe.
Right, so my point is that Foster's had a good season for them.
How many has he conceded?
I don't know.
Probably more than 50. It's probably more than 50.
Around that, right? But look at the defence he's playing in front of. Now, would you not rather have a Premiership keeper that's used to shot stopping and playing well every week?
Randolph, mate, we've got him. Randolph, mate. He's West Ham's number 1.
All right, so that's your opinion. So carry on.
What do you mean? It's not my opinion if it's facts.
Right, all right. So
how can it be an opinion?
Not about Randolph playing for the Borough. That's your opinion, right? So crack on. Who else would you take?
Let's go to the back four then. Ryan Shotton. He's played Premier League. He's experienced in the Premier League.
Go on, sure.
Would you keep him or would you go?
I'd keep him as a squad player.
Okay, fair play. I would as well.
I wouldn't keep
Ben Gibson.
Yeah, squad. Maybe, yeah.
To be fair, in the Premier League though, he was class, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he was class because he had a good partnership.
Yeah.
With Chambers. Would you agree with that?
I would bring Chambers back. That's a player I'm going for.
I don't know if we'd get him, but I would agree with that.
Yeah, I would bring him back. So Ben Gibson, would you keep him then? If it meant getting Chambers back.
I wouldn't keep my I wouldn't keep Friend. Wouldn't keep Randolph. No, I wouldn't keep anyone else.
I wouldn't keep as much as I love George Friend. He's been here years. He loves the Borough.
Well, that means nothing.
I think personally, Fabio's a bit better than him.
There's too much sentiment in football for me. When players are done, they're done. And even if he's been the best servant ever, Roy Keane, we mentioned.
He got found out in the Premier League.
He did. Look at Man United, right? And just whatever. Ferguson would get rid of Roy Keane like that, Beckham like that, Yap Stam like that, because they weren't good enough anymore. Yeah. When Beckham wanted to leave, Yap Stam was chewy, Keane wasn't good enough. So for me, I can't have sentiment in football. I wouldn't keep any in the midfield. Len Boots is finished. Yeah. Clayton is a waste of time for me. He's a crab. We all
Johnny Howson, he's had experience.
I like Howson. Would
you keep a squad player?
Yeah.
Would you keep Fabio and bring him in as a squad player?
Do you know what I'd have done, right? I would never have got rid of Christie.
No.
I mean,
I don't like the fact we got rid of him.
I think Fabio played well the other night, but I think that was like out of a bad bunch of performances.
So who else would we go for? Would you go in for Harrison and Summer?
Yeah, if we could get him fit, because he's a really good player. If we could get him fit, yeah.
Bamford you wouldn't have?
I won't keep. No, I said I'd keep Bamford.
What, Bamford and Sombalonga? Who you keep?
I'll keep Bamford and Sombalonga. I won't keep Gested.
Right, Gested, yeah.
I'm sorry, but for some reason now, you're going to have to tune in again next week, because...
Yeah, we've had such little time.
This is an ongoing
thing. We're mates, by the way. We are mates, but we do get a bit heated when it comes to stuff.
Passionate here. At the end of the day, we both love our team. Whether he's right and I'm wrong, which I never am, and he's wrong and whatever.
No one's ever wrong. That's just opinions, isn't it? Yeah, it's opinions.
This will be happening again next week. This will be a continuous thing with us throughout the end of the season.
Yeah, man.
So
make sure you tune in. Make sure you tune in every week, because I guarantee, I'm not just saying this will be an entertaining
This will be us every week. Now, it's good, honest, for me. Thanks again. A pleasure always. It's good night from him.
Good night from Foxy.
Tune in the blood. Thank you, Borough fans. Peace out, wherever
Show
you
your
are.
nana the video and your granddad. Peace.